Ahead on DC News Now at 4, police swarming an area they say is connected to the missing Manasses Park woman, Monte Coffley Bott. We're live at the scene.
Plus, 2 teens standing trial for the beating death of a DC man. The details coming out of court today.
I stand by that.
Under fire, now fired. Reaction to the latest Commanders controversy.
Well, it's going to be another quiet evening out there with overnight lows dipping down into the 60s and 50s. We'll have a look at that forecast coming up.
And we're taking you into a new art exhibit in Montgomery County. The message the artists are hoping to send about mental health and wellness.
Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Right now, we're following some breaking news at this hour. Manasses Park police have reopened a park after looking for evidence related to the disappearance of 28-year-old Monte Coffley Bott there, the mom who went missing.
DC News Now's Max Marcella joins us live. Max, what can you tell us?
Well, Mark and Annalisa, we know in the weeks since Mamta went missing, police have searched their home, the parks, and now today we can tell you that they searched this wooded area just behind us near the Manasses Christian School. Take a look at what it looks like now. Police just left the area a little more than a half hour ago, but this was one of a couple of areas that Manasses Park Police and the Prince William County Police Search and Rescue teams were looking for this afternoon. We can show you some video from earlier where police were looking again here near the Manasses Christian School in that wooded area. We're just across the Manasses Drive from the Bott family home, where of course we have learned about some of the evidence they have and why Mamta's husband has been charged with concealing a dead body. We do know that the Manasses Park Police Chief said that they looked at this and a couple of other spots today because they reviewed some evidence, some recent materials that they obtained and that they went through, and that pointed them in these directions. But we also know, at least as of earlier, that they hadn't found any additional evidence or asked for additional assistance. We mentioned that the searches have been widespread and ongoing. We reached out to the Manasses Park Chief of Police to ask if they have found anything now that they have wrapped up their search here. We're waiting to hear back, and we'll keep you updated. Live in Manasses Park, Max Marcella, DC News Now.
All right, Max, thanks so much. And Naresh Bhatt waived his right to a grand jury in court today.
And in less than 2 weeks, a trial date has been set. The judge called an initial recess in today's hearing to allow time to find an interpreter for Bott. And when the hearing resumed, Naresh waived his right to a grand jury. The defense argued that should mean the speedy trial starts today with the judge, which the judge agreed to. Now, the speedy trial involves setting a trial date within 5 months. There were conversations back and forth over the right to a speedy trial and scheduling. Finally, the judge set the next court date for September 16th at 9 a.m., where several motions will be discussed and a trial date will be set.
I have no doubt that the Commonwealth is putting together a very strong case. I think, there's a wealth of evidence that's already been collected by Prince William, through the crime lab, Manasses Park Police Department. They're processing that evidence. It's going to take time. Mr. Bott thinks he's smart, but I guarantee you the weight of justice is leaning hard on him, and we are going to see this come to fruition. And loved ones say that Mamta's mother and brother were in the courtroom today, and they expect to show up in court again. Meantime, it's the first day of trial for 2 teen girls accused in the murder of 64-year-old Reggie Brown last year. And right now, witnesses are testifying. The attack happened along Georgia Avenue back in October. DC News Now's Randy Bass has been following this case for us. She's live at the courthouse with more on today's opening statements and testimony. Randy.
Yes, day 1 of trial in this case is wrapping up as we speak. A tense day in court. Prosecutors starting by playing surveillance footage before and after the alleged attack in court, describing in great detail what they say happened that night. That followed by graphic, bloody images of Reggie Brown there that night. Photos of the injuries he suffered, saying the girls allegedly kicked and stomped on him, beat him with his own belt. Prosecutors described the girls as enthusiastic as they ran away from the scene. Prosecutors also say the attack was not just captured on surveillance footage, but on cell phone video recorded by one of the girls, calling the attack on Brown premeditated. Prosecutors also previewed evidence they say will come out later in the trial, not just cell phone video, but Instagram messages from before and after the attack, voice memos pointing to a conspiracy to cover up the alleged crime. Defense teams for the two girls say police were under pressure to make arrests and called the testimony unreliable, untrustworthy, and unacceptable, also saying the girls lacked intent to kill Brown. Testifying first today, D.C.'s Deputy Chief Medical Examiner, who talked the court through those graphic photos showing the blunt force injuries to Brown's brain and head, which she says ultimately killed him. Both sides just wrapped up hearing testimony from one of the EMTs who was at the scene in the moments after the attack, that wrapping up day one of trial. Now looking ahead to tomorrow, not entirely clear what tomorrow holds. We are expecting to hear from at least 2 witnesses before heading into the weekend. Live in Northwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. Well, after a week on the run, a man wanted following the accidental shooting death of a D.C. police officer is now in custody and in court right now. Officers arresting Tyrell Bailey late last night. He's charged with having a gun illegally. Now, police say the 27-year-old tossed a gun into a storm drain and took off on the back of a motorcycle on I-295 last week. Officer Wayne David later died after accidentally shooting himself with that gun while trying to grab it. Earlier today, Mayor Muriel Bowser responding to a question about whether she believes the suspect should face more charges.
Acts of what happened determine how he's charged, and I know that he's been charged for having a gun that he shouldn't have had, and the U.S. Attorney will have it from there.
Officer David was a father as well as a 25-year veteran of MPD. As for the suspect's court hearing, we have a reporter there now. We'll keep you updated on this online as well.
Well, Annalisa, today kicks off the new football season, but for the Washington Commanders, they fired their vice president of content after making harsh comments about the players and fans and other general managers around the league. O'Keefe Media Group released a video of Commanders VP Rael Inteen making those comments while on a date with one of their employees. Now, in the video, Inteen says that the fans were high school educated alcoholics and called them mouth breathers. And today, Commanders players and coaches had a practice as they prepare for their first game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And football returns tonight in a rematch of the AFC Championship game. The Baltimore Ravens will visit the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs beat the Ravens back in January to reach the Super Bowl. The odds aren't in Baltimore's favor to win. The Chiefs have won 5 of the past 6 games against the Ravens. And the last time the Ravens beat the Chiefs was back in 2012.
All right, let's check in now with forecaster Brittany Ward in for meteorologist Damon Matson. And Brittany, definitely a nice day for a practice out there for the Commanders.
Yeah, and you know what? It's going to be a nice night as we head through your Thursday night. We're going to be quiet as we head through the rest of the evening, and even to kickstart your Friday. It's not until this weekend. That's when we start to see a few storms begin to roll their way back into the area. Satellite and radar showing you quiet conditions across much of the area. We're still seeing a few clouds, but overall, lots of the storm systems that we're seeing at this hour are just based out of North Carolina. Now, off to the west, we are going to be keeping an eye out on that cold front. That's what's going to be moving into our area as we head into the weekend and sparking up a few showers and storms. Now, temperature-wise, not looking too bad across much of the area. We are sitting at 79 degrees right now in the nation's capital, 80 as you head over there to Lexington Park, 76 currently in Hagerstown, 78 as you head over there to Kaiser. So heading out the door right now, going home from work, not looking too bad across much of the area. For the rest of your evening, still going to be holding on to the 70s as we head right about that 8 o'clock hour. We could start to see, though, a few clouds begin to roll their way in as we head through the overnight hours. Overnight lows will begin to dip down, mainly getting into the 60s to 50s across the area. We'll be seeing a few clouds, and then it looks like more clouds will roll their way in as we head into your Friday. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast and what to expect heading into the weekend coming up in just a bit.
Hey, thank you. In Prince George's County, first responders are investigating what led up to a fire in Bladensburg that left 11 people without a home, including 2 children. Well, the flames broke out around 8 this morning at a home on Hamilton Street. We're told that everyone inside made it out safely.
Now Now to your local election headquarters, Virginia Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears will run for governor. Earl Sears is holding a rally in Virginia Beach tonight to, quote, make a special announcement. She is the first woman of color and only the second woman to hold statewide office in Virginia. She is also the first Republican to submit paperwork to run for the party's nomination. Youngkin's current term ends January 2026.
Well, we're hearing from Prince George's County Public Schools following ongoing complaints about school bus issues. The county changed bus routes and bell times for the new school year as a way to improve efficiency, but parents say they're dealing with delays and other issues. In a statement to DC News Now, the school district says that they're working hard behind the scenes to resolve family concerns as quickly as possible. In the meantime, they encourage parents to report any issues in the online transportation resolution system portal. Parents can expect a response within 48 hours.
Well, five-time NBA champion Magic Johnson is joining the Washington Spirits investor group. The team announcing the move this morning. Johnson already holds partial ownership of several teams, including the Washington Commanders. He says he's excited to be part of the Spirit and the National Women's Soccer League's growth.